Why, hello, and good morning. Just as a quick little heads up, guys, I'm very tired. But good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And DJ, I see that you're going on tour, mate. Dude, I really hope that you enjoy yourself. That's awesome. Especially if it's another YouTuber doing it. That's really cool. How are all of you today? Insert the sound of several trillions of beings throwing up from that spin. Wait, oh, about the galaxy. I got very confused, remember that. You see the chat's back on there? Yeah, man. Always during a spore stream or like a spore creative stream. I don't know why. I feel like that the spore streams just, complement a chat having on the screen. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, like I said, I hope you're doing well tonight. I'm late. Metal, I'm gonna punch you right in the... I'm gonna punch you down under. All right, mate? All right? Yeah, cool. Okay. Right, so... My wrist is flaring up carpal tunnel due to spending this last week video editing, but otherwise all right. Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. That's the worst kind of pain, or one of the worst pains anyway. Carpal tunnel's horrible. But hey, at least the editing is done. At least I hope it's done, so don't have to worry about that anymore. Take a break. Annie, welcome, mate, welcome. Continue drawing the pecs. Oh, okay. and Myrtle, mate, Myrtle, I'll come fight you, mate. I'll come fight you. I got back from school's centenary celebration an hour or two ago. Wait, centenary celebration? Oh, what's that? I've never heard of centenary before. Hey, if it's a celebration, congratulations. I think I gotta think about how to do the next video in my playlist. Oh, I see. Well, Saucin, is there like any way that you can limit like the amount of like? Is there any way like after you've done this first video? Do you know how you can make it more efficient or more effective? That way you don't have to do like as much, you can like have a bit less physical strain. There's some amazing fairy floss. Fairy floss? I got no idea what these things are. But as I said, the Ender Dragon, I really hope that you enjoyed yourself. That's the important part. You're new at editing? Ah, fair enough then. I guess it comes with like practice and experience, doesn't it? You will soon figure out like little ways that you can make things a little bit faster. Or like for example, whenever I make a video, I always work from the same templates. That template being my intro, my outro. That way everything's properly synced, the music is where it should be. I can just like edit the title and that's it. Like little things like that, little conveniences really do help out for making more and more videos over time. Just imagine doing the intro like every single time. God, that'd be terrible. Also 100. Oh, so I get it now. Centenary, right? Yeah, century. Oh wow. Okay, that's really cool then. Yeah, I remember you saying that yesterday. That's really cool. And a fairy flosses cotton candy. I thought it was candy floss. I was just very confused for a moment. Like I said, I'm still very tired. I am very tired today. You still got to do the Iron Banner for one more character, having already done it with the Warlock and Hunter. Ooh, all right then, Jadine. Sounds interesting. I wish I had a VR headset. Beat Saber looks like a lot of fun. I know. I need to start exercising more. Same. That is why I'd get Beat Saber to exercise. Like, I'd have fun doing it. But my god. Imagine if you get hooked on Beat Saber. How much weight would you lose? It'd be nuts. Tone your arms up a little bit. Get used to flailing around more. I only recently got audio editing software. You're doing a Let's Play that's going to have some dark tendencies in it, even though the main character is a follower of the Goddess of Love. She's going to have some wicked voiced demons. Wow. That's a hell of a Let's Play. That sounds very interesting. If you didn't edit at home, me. I'd take the normal announcer over Saladin. Beat Saber is only fun, it's excellent. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to get it. I want to get Beat Saber both for, actually playing the game and for the exercise. Right. Okay, then. I'm just going to jump straight into the creating. So, first of all, this creation, or was it like 250k milestone raffle. And the very first one is Shingeki no Bahamut, which is Bahamut, the dragon. So I will be doing that. I didn't know actually that there was a Bahamut dragon outside of Final Fantasy. Unless it is Final Fantasy, I actually don't know. It looks kind of similar to him. But I don't really know my my anime dragons very well, unfortunately. In fact, I actually don't know very many dragons in general. I know World of Warcraft, I know World of Warcraft dragons very fucking well. But that's about it, really. So let's go ahead then. It's got like a very, very exaggerated body frame. Let's just do that then. In fact, yeah, like that. The dragons are some like mad hips as well. Let's do all of that then. Get the neck. Now, I am going to be a bit fast today because now that the raffle creations are finally in, I have a lot of things to make. Like, I have a lot. So I'm going to be making or filling at least 10 requests. At least. I say at least. I don't make any promises for like what my higher goal is because, you know, it depends if I can actually manage it or not. And if I say, oh yeah, I'll do this many and I don't fulfill it, that's just breaking a promise and I'm not going to do that. But I will be doing at least 10 of them. And so I also want to do these like before Sunday. You guys will see why quite soon. Which means that I can't take my time like I normally would. I gotta do this proper. I'll do it proper, man. You just finished drawing good throat and chest scales. Time to focus on the stream. Nice one, has mate. Good. Right. How am I going to do the feet? What part can I use for the feet? I would like to use like a slightly like elevated part, but we don't have any of those. God, I really wish that there was more textures parts. They're so handy. Like they're actually just so good. And now I'm using a keybind as if I was playing Planet Zoo. Oh dear. Is that big enough? Not quite actually. Let's make that a lot bigger. There you go. Something more like that. Oh god, camera. There we go. Yeah, something more like that. Believe me, by the way, it actually is. It's exaggerated in the reference. I quit because I bugged with the account sheet. I gave up. Oh wait, I know there was a Bahamut in Dragon Vale. Oh wow. Planet Spore. Wait, Planet Spore. I think that Bahamut was a mythological god-like creature in Hindu. Oh really? Okay. That makes a lot of sense then, because I've seen Bahamuts, like, as the general name, appear in a lot of places. Like, I always thought Bahamut was from Final Fantasy. But that's, you know, the only version of him that I'd ever really known. That being said, it's a damn right cool version of him. The Bahamut from Final Fantasy, especially from, oh, what's it called? The MMO. I can't remember what the MMO is called, but that Bahamut, my god, he just looks so epic. I still need the Celtic Dragon, then my rainbow be complete. No, I've not played those kind of games in a long time. Think of like those dragon adoptee games. Except for Flight Rising, but I don't really count that. Let me see. It's got big old black claws. Let's go ahead and do that. Sparing no time getting it done. So, my goal for today, just so you're all aware, I do actually have a delivery, like a food delivery coming today. Unfortunately, I can only book it between 3 and 5, so I probably will have to end early depending when it arrives. So, saying that, I intend... My goal for today is to make 5 creations total. I don't know if I can do it all within the time of the stream, but I want to make like 5 of them and get that ready for a video on Sunday. I plan on releasing like all the raffle creations on Sunday each. That way I don't oversaturate the channel with a ton of videos like I have been doing lately. I'm making Bahamut from D&D or Final Fantasy. I'm making one from something called Shingeki no Bahamut. That's actually the name of the like source material. I don't know what that is. But Mag, hopefully you know what that means. I ain't got a clue. Dragon seems slightly boring to me now. I didn't play it as much. I can't really remember what Dragon Vale was. Like, I've heard it so many times. Is Dragon Vale like one of those games where you have like the little eggs and you like need page clicks and shit for them to hatch and grow? Is it that, or is that something else? I really can't remember. But I've heard the name so many times. The English title is Rage of Bahamut. Oh, right, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, then that clarifies it. Oh, actually, do I want to do that? No, let's do that. Actually, no, I will do that. And let's give him his big tail. I played it a lot, so I spent so much time decorating islands. I have 7 plus the massive island, god damn. I remember, you reminded me when I played Neopets. What was it? I'm trying to think now, Neopets. I spent so much time doing something. Like, oh, I remember. In Neopets, there was this one feature. It was like a little dungeon crawler game, because just like Flight Rising, it had all these little mini games made in Flash. And one of them, you're able to make your own levels. And my god, I just spent so much time making my own levels in that game. I can't even remember what happened with them. Like, I don't think they were ever published. Like, I don't think you could publish them. I really can't remember. But I just spent so much time just making more and more. Never really finishing them. I just made stuff. It's a game where you purchase the base elemental dragons and breed them until you get the rest of them. Oh, you combine elemental dragons and super rare dragon stuff. Oh, right, I see. You have a dragon park. Right. Interesting. Not really my thing, but that does sound interesting, though. I see. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you for explaining it to me. Let's use these big scary claws. So they're kind of close enough. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's angle like that. So now it's like big, scary, angry dragon. Sweet. And the head. I think I might do the head a little bit later. I'm not looking forward to doing the head on the scene because it looks quite petite, actually. And I have a very hard time doing petite heads. They don't translate very well into Spore. Let's just put it that way. I actually don't know anything about Flight Rising except that it's pretty dragons. Flight Rising, basically in a nutshell, is you adopt dragons, and again, you can also breed them and get like rare stats and shit. Although, actually, the whole breeding mentality thing is actually just to combine stats. I don't think you can really get new. You can get new colors, but you can't get like new genes. The genes of which are purely aesthetic. I don't think there's actually anything that affects like how much damage they do. In fact, the main focus of Flight Rising is just to have like aesthetically pleasing dragons. It's like purely like a visuals game, you know? I don't really play much of it anymore. I am still doing like my daily cooldowns, so like, you know, collect like doing all the foraging, see if I can get like an egg to sell, or what else? Get like that one random lucky item a day thing. I'm still doing those, but I've not actually played the game proper in a very long time. Kind of got really bored of it. Yeah, exactly. So it's all about like the prettiest dragons. That's what that game's about. It's got a very active community though. That's like the kind of crazy part. In fact, that reminds me, the community is, as I said, very, very active, and I actually really like doing adopts and commissions and shit of dragons. So that's something I need to look into at some point. I gotta head out a bit early today. Alright then, Aaron, no problem at all, mate. I will catch you later. I will see you later, fam. What am I doing? Right, let's just add a bunch more of these spikes all around his legs. So, from what I can see of this this particular interpretation of Bahamut, is that his designs are actually very inconsistent. Some of them are like super low res, like it was from a really old game. But then some of them are like really highly detailed, and I really don't know like which one's the correct one. So I'm kind of like trying to add the details, but more subtle, because maybe the low res ones just couldn't support it at the time. I actually don't know. It's definitely a bit tricky. Like one reference I'm looking at currently is like a very, very spiky version, like very spiky. In fact, I read the wiki and it says he's covered in spikes. So I think it just was a case of, you know, a lack of budget when making the first models. I think anyway. Look at a couple of the images of the anime version. This is an awesome looking dog. Yeah, it looks really cool, doesn't it? As much as I'm not like completely into like humanizing dragons. That being said though, Bahamut is by far one of my favorite designs of dragons in general. There's something about like his exaggerated proportions just look so badass. I don't know what it is. Like a very atypical dragon, you know? Right. Head. Head. Let me see. What's a good image of the head? Not that one. I guess that one. That kind of works. Yeah, like I said, it's got like a very small head. So what would be the best way to do this? Probably just using that, to be honest. Oh, but I don't like using that though. What if I used that? It was actually like very small. That would work out quite well, actually. So he does have a spiky chin. He does have a spiky jawline. He doesn't really have the teeth like that though, but the teeth, can't really do much about. 1 second, guys. I need to mute for a sec. Right, hello? Okay, good. Yeah, I had to do something there. You messed up the kappa? Wait, what? Saga, welcome, mate. You like the look of Bahamut in Final Fantasy X? He has a more humanizing stance, but I thought it was really good regardless. I completely agree. I do completely agree. I think it looks really awesome. And thank you, but I've just found one. Thank you very much, though. Right. Let's get his big scary horns in place. As I also read, so like I said, I read the wiki just to make sure that my references were somewhat correct. And one thing I did read is that he's got like a very, very large curved horns, and this one definitely does have some big ass horns. And guys, you know how I feel about dragons and having big horns. That sounds terrible to say. Jesus Christ, never mind. That just sounded awful. Right, well, moving on. Let's do that. No, not uwu. One does not uwu. No, stop. Well, yeah, true. Right, there we go. It's been a very simple way of doing the horns, but to be fair, it does work. Like, it gets the point across. So that is sticking them up a little bit, like that, so they're a little bit more consistent and flowing better. Like that. Yes, pretty good. Considering how tired I am, I'm making this quite efficiently. But yes, so guys, it is the weekend coming up. What are your plans for the weekend? And Draconequus, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you very much. So yes, guys, what are your plans for the weekend? Somehow, I suspect for a lot of you, it'll be either drawing or games, right? to be fair, I'm the same. Drawing, good pancake, good. I don't think I've really seen you draw much pancake. That, or I'm completely blanking. I know you draw occasionally, of course. I can't, like, I've seen your Toxicity OC, but I actually can't remember the others. Drawing and Beat Saber, good, mate, good. And Jackie, welcome. Your plans for the weekend is Planet Zoo. I can get behind that. Absolutely. I guess you could say that you like Dragon. Oh, Mag. Actually, Mag. Alright, guys, I got a bit of a funny story, actually, in reference to what Mag just said there. So, when I was young, when I was really young, when I had my first dragon phase, alright? Because when I was younger, I'm talking like 8, 9 years old, so very, very young. I was really into dinosaurs, as a lot of you know. I really, really like dinosaurs. And I remember I was absolutely bored shitless watching some really crappy dragon movie, and I really didn't like it. But that's when I just suddenly had like a burst of inspiration to start writing. And I just like wrote this like big dragon universe thing. Now, one species of dragon in this little universe was, its main characteristic was the fact that it had a lot of horns. Okay? Very, very large horns on its head, like big bull horns, and a lot of other horns elsewhere. Indeed. And so, what would you call a horned dragon, right? You'd think horned dragon. Well, little old young me had no idea. I called it the horny dragon. I didn't know. Yes, exactly, so I guess you guessed. It was called the horny dragon species. Now, to top it off, my siblings were cunts. You see, my siblings found it the funniest thing in the world when I learnt new words. Whenever I found a new word, or in this case, I actually didn't know. I didn't know about the word horny. But whenever I heard a new word, like masturbate, okay? I know, it's kind of weird to say. But, again, when I was really, really young, I heard of the word masturbate. I had no idea what it meant. I asked my my older siblings, you know, as the innocent younger sibling would do. So I asked them, what does this word mean? They would never tell me what the word meant until they made me say it several times. So they wouldn't tell me what horny meant. They made me say it several times, and I was like, I was really young, and I was very, very naive as a kid. I didn't know what they were doing. It's like, yeah, I do what my older sister says. Yeah, you know, just happy. Mum was mortified. My mum didn't like it. Oh dear. As soon as they told me what horny meant, though, I immediately changed the name of that species just to Horns Dragon after that. Yeah, older siblings are horrible. Mate, I've got some right horror stories about my siblings. I mean, that's the thing, right? I've heard of some legitimate horror stories about other people's siblings. Mine were never really like, in the grand scheme of things, my siblings weren't actually that bad. But they weren't very good either, you know? I was the youngest, and therefore, they really took it out on me. One time, what was it? One time when I was really, really young. When I was really young, I used to have like really curly hair, like very, very natural ringlets in my hair. As my mum said, it was very, very pretty. I had like just lovely hair as a child. So one day, one of my sisters told me to cut it. She went and found the scissors. She told me to cut my hair off. And I did. And apparently, I think Mum said that she was in tears when she saw it. She had to cut off all of my hair. So I cut off like a giant chunk on one side. So she had to cut off the rest of it. Apparently, I looked like a boy. And yeah, Mum was very upset about that one. Yeah, it is terrible. Another time, like I said, I got horror stories. Another time, again, very, very young. We're talking like before I was 10 years old. I think at this time I may be like 5 or 6. One time. Alright, one time. I'm not sure if I should say this one. Said the sister who told me to cut my hair also picked her nose. She had a booger. She didn't know what to do with it. So she put it in my hair. Again, very young. I had no idea. Like I said, my siblings were cunts. It was disgusting, wasn't it? And I didn't know at the time. I had no idea. Apparently, like, she told me this happened when I was a lot older. And I remember being so fucking angry at her. Yeah, it is disgusting. I completely agree with you. It really, really is disgusting. Ebony, I'm not sure if I should say it. I don't want to say it again. Hey, Ebony, thank you for the host. Damn it, now I feel compelled to say it again. But yeah, like you said, got some right stories. Those are the only ones I can remember right now. You don't have to? Yeah, good. I'm eating. Alright, yeah, true. I mean, it is a gross one, isn't it? And that's the same as the manager of a Taco Bell building. Right, here's the irony. Okay, here's the irony. The said sister, she actually has a good job. Right, she actually has a pretty good job. You see, that particular sister really took after our father. Now, our father was an arsehole. He was a right arsehole. But what my dad was very, very good at was bullshitting. He was very, very good at selling himself, like in terms of business. Like he's a IT, like another IT person like Kev is, or like Kev's a lot better, a lot more experienced. Which is funny considering Kev's younger than my dad. Either way. He's very, very good at like selling himself and like getting positions and jobs just because he knows how to bullshit his way in. They're both also very sarcastic and angry people. My sister's just never happy. And so she currently works, I don't know if I want to be that specific. She works for a news firm, let's just say that. She works for a news firm in England. And like I said, it's got a pretty decent job, pretty decent pay. In fact, she does less work than I do. She works for a pretty big company, whereas I'm working for myself, just doing videos and such. And she does less than I do. Like, I remember when I went there recently on holiday, she was saying about how, oh yeah, she just gets to do nothing. She has all this time off. There's so much freedom in the office. She can go home whenever she wants. she makes a fortune. She makes a lot of money compared to everyone else. And I feel like I'm ranting a little bit too hard now. I'm sorry. But yeah, she like gets into all of that and then has to go at me that I don't earn as much. Yeah, you wanna know what the kicker is? Do you wanna know what the kicker is? About said sister who earns so much money, has so much freedom in her job, go on holidays all the time. She still lives at home. She still lives with mum. Oh, I cannot wait for her to get her own place. I cannot wait for her to pay bills or to actually have a boyfriend. I cannot wait for her to experience that. My other two siblings, my oldest brother, bless him, my oldest brother, I absolutely love him to bits. He's a good person. He's also kind of stupid. Absolutely love him. Like he is such a nice man now that he's like really growing up. He's in his 30s now. But my older brother, like he's a factory worker. That's what he does, is work in a factory. But even he's growing up. Even he's growing up, like as in like mentally, you know, like becoming mature, understanding life a little bit better because you know he's got a job, he's got a car. He lives at home as well, but he actually does a lot more towards the rent, towards the bills and such. My other sister has moved out. She moved out after I did. I was the first one to move out. My other older sister, she, what was it? She's just had a baby recently, so bless her. She's really feeling the brunt of adult life, more than I am. But then, as I said, the also older, but like the dad sister, you know. My siblings have different dads. You know, think what you want. But my oldest brother and sister have a different dad to me and my other sister. And yeah, like I said, that sister, she's the one that, oh, life is easy, life is good, she's got a good job, she's got no responsibilities, she goes on holiday like 5 times a year, not even kidding by the way, like seriously, 5 times a year, goes abroad. Like, yeah, mate, yeah. As soon as you experience adult life, I'm gonna fucking laugh. And no, she doesn't have a lovely community. That is one thing I'm kind of salty about, actually. I wish my family understood internet culture more. Because there's so many times that I want to talk about you guys, like in a good way, you know? There's so many times I want to share what I do with my family. I want to tell them about work. I want to tell them about, you know, the artwork that we do, like the funny things that you guys all do and say, about what goes on in like a Twitch stream or like in a YouTube video or in a Discord community. I want to like share with my family what we get up to. But none of them understand. Like, it fucking sucks. I really, really wish they understood more about the community. Like, my mother and my guardian, both of them two, they don't understand it, but are very supportive. They're very, very good. But my siblings, the older two have gained respect for me over time. They see that I actually am putting effort into what I do. It's not just a game. But the other sister thinks it's still just a game. When are you gonna get a real job? When you suck my dick. The story is going to be Reddit worthy. And you thought you had a dependent personality. It depends on how old you are with your dependent personality. It's also worth mentioning that nowadays it's a lot harder to get a job, it's a lot harder to get a house. So it's like having a dependent personality. Well, I wouldn't even really say it that. Like living at home with your parents is more and more common nowadays because like just generally the cost of living. The cost of living is so high nowadays, so it's not really surprising. But when you're in your 30s, or this sister is actually like 29, she's 29. No, she's 27. Oh, scared myself there. Said sister is 27, but which is normal to be living at home still nowadays because, like I said, everything's so expensive. But when you have that kind of attitude, that's where you think to yourself, all right, fucking move out already. If you're gonna talk like that, just move out and see for yourself, you know? Your husband's the only one between me and him that has a job. Well, Sostin, technically speaking, if we want to get really technical, between me and Kev, he's the only one that has a job. Now, I am legally self-employed, right? I do my taxes and all that kind of stuff, and fuck me, I've got to do that soon as well. Oh, taxes are not fun. But actually, just saying that, just so you guys are aware, because obviously a lot of you are quite young, when it comes to taxes, I don't know how it is for someone who's employed, but as a self-employed person, like myself, when it comes to taxes, it's been easy for the first couple of years. Like, it's very easy to make a statement and publish it out online. I'm dreading this year because I have to include expenses. Expenses is where things get complicated, and I'm going to be doing that for the first time, which is why I'm dreading it. I'm struggling on the wings, bear with me. But yes, legally I am self-employed. But saying that, if you want to get technical, you know, like technically, Kev is on the job, so I completely get what you mean. Don't tell me I gotta look up how to register myself as self-employed here in Germany. I don't know. It depends on the country. Like, I barely even know it here in England. I barely know it. I'm just doing enough so that I don't break the law, because I do not want to break the law in any scenario. So I'm like playing it like Kev told me, you know, go register yourself, so I did. And so I'm gonna, you know, do self-assessments, declare your earnings, because that shit is very, very important. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm just checking the marks, making sure I don't get in trouble, because I really don't want to. It's one of those things, isn't it? Ignorance is not an excuse for what was it? Ignorance is not an excuse for. There's a word for it. Laziness, I guess. It's not the right word. But yeah, I got a bit carried away ranting there. To be honest, if you create things in sport, it looks more like a professional software instead of a game. I agree. And that's why the last couple of times I've been seeing my family, I've been doing more of an effort to show them like my actual ZBrush artwork. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there. Yeah. I've been showing my family a bit more of my ZBrush artwork, because that, I think that to them is a bit more quantifiable, you know? They don't, like, trust me when I say it, they really do not understand gaming culture. They see gaming as like something, basically a waste of time. They see the internet. Let's say all of you guys. I'm aware, like, even though I don't actually know any of you, I don't know what you look like, I've never met any of you, I'm aware that you are all individual people. You are real, you know? And it sounds obvious because we are all used to the internet. This is how we all interact. We are used to the fact that we are all talking to real people. My family don't get that. Or at least my siblings don't. I think my brother does. He does a little bit of online gaming on the Xbox. But my other two siblings, they don't really appreciate or understand that the internet isn't just a place to fuck around on Facebook, but it's a place where you legitimately meet real people. Just because you're from Denmark or Canada or America, wherever, just because you're from another country, it doesn't make you any less real as a person. That's something that one of my sisters do not understand. In fact, when she was in World of Warcraft for a long time, she was a kind of scumbag in an online game where she'll just leave midway a really important moment because, fuck it, I don't know these people, she'll just leave. That's like her approach, you know? Sorry. Like I said, I'm a little bit struggling on this character here. My family to the Muslim believes that online friends aren't friends, but I've slowly been changing their mindsets to the stories I've told them on the server. My father even asked me to get one of your Australian friends on the server to ship me a tub of Vegemites when it became up in a topic. Aww. Queen, Terra Dracos do, which means Sun Withens do, as well. Anything that the lower ranks get, your rank will like inherit as well, if that makes sense. That's one way to not get invited to raids. Yep, it is. I don't plan on monetizing the videos I'm making. I mean, I'm just learning after all. That's fair. I mean, I recommend that. Like, treat YouTube as a job. Treat YouTube as a hobby before you treat it as a job. Like, that's so important that you enjoy it. But I had to tell a job that I'm self-employed, and that might not go well. Or some debts on them, so it might become problematic. Like I said, Silsin, definitely do some research, like, into your country's laws and such. Like I said, what works in my country may not be the same in yours. I honestly don't know. So I would recommend, like, maybe talk to an accountant if you can. That's something I need to do as well. You better show them the Lilith bus you did. Jackie. Oh wait, the proper saying is ignorance of the law is not an excuse to breaking the law. Mag, exactly. Thank you, Mag. Thank you very much. Yeah, Jackie, speaking of the Lilith bust. So, speaking of family, something very, very surprising happened yesterday. Something wonderfully surprising. So as I just said to you guys, okay, as I just said, My family don't really understand internet culture. They really don't, and that's fine. I've come to accept that. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother explaining it or whatever to them. Wait, no meat sound. Oh, Jabble Crab, thank you for the follow, mate, and welcome. No meat sound. There's no subscribers. As I was saying. Yes. So my family. In short, my family don't really respect what I do. My mum and guardian have a lot of support for me. They wish me all the best. They understand I'm working hard, I'm earning money, it's okay, and I just keep doing it, do all the best. So they give, like, that kind of support. But they've never really taken, like, an in-depth interest in what I do. They've never really gotten involved. Which is fine. I don't expect it. Yesterday, while I was pulling all the raffle comments, I've, like, chosen all the raffle ones, like, as you can see right now. I was, kept on clicking the random button, kept on getting more and more comments, kept on getting like more raffle creations written down. And I see a YouTube comment from my guardian. Just a simple well done. Nothing else, just a well done. But it's from her. And I think that's the first time that anyone in my family has ever actually said or done anything outside of saying to me in person, "Oh, well done." You know what I mean? Like they've actually put in the effort. Meat. He's having a heartfelt moment. Thank you very much, Mag. My money spooks you. Yes, it does. Thanks. Thank you very much, by the way. As I was saying, yes, there was just something very special about it. It wasn't the fact that she put a YouTube comment down. It was the fact that she actively looked at the content, looked at, my YouTube page, and decided to contact me, like, even indirectly through that. And it was something that's never happened to me before. I've never had my family just get involved, like, actually do something, if that makes sense. It was lovely. Really lost the momentum there, but it was very, very lovely. It was very surprising. And Sarah Gio16, thank you for the follow, and welcome. I'm just going to turn your sound down a little bit, that was loud. Understandable, Sagra, I can understand why. Sure thing. My answer, oh wait, host said that is not a bot, that's my brother. Oh, well, tell him I hate him. Wait, what? And that is how my husband connected. Oh, your husband and I, oh. That's kind of funny, Susan. And Tarek, thank you very much. Right, I'm having a really hard time with wings. I'm not that good with like large, broad, flat wings, I could just use the Bat Boy parts. I could just use, like, as a vanilla tactic, just use the Bat Boy parts to, like, make the webbing, but I really hate doing that. I think it's so lazy. And yes, I like the scales as well. I'm really happy about that. Right, let's do that. I mean, it is Bahamut, right? One thing about, like, these kind of, like, Japanese dragons is that they're so over the top. And in some Final Fantasy versions of Bahamut, like, his wings are literally giant blades. So I guess it's not too bad doing it this way, actually. Gonna help out your mum. Alright then, Mag, catch you in a bit then, dude. Looks our red dragon in doubt. I still get comments on that about the wings, it's funny. Japan's over the top in all ways. Yeah. Pancake? Why the fuck are you called Waifu Weeb? Mate, I was so confused when I saw that. No, I would not shush. Why is your name Waifu Weeb? I thought you were someone else. I got really concerned. Like, I saw it on Discord. Yeah, Psycho, go check on Discord. I saw it there on Discord, I was like, okay then, fair. And then I saw it on Steam and I was even more confused. Just out scale pattern for future skin page. Oh, Sai, you're absolute legend. Oh fuck, that reminds me, I need to install that very soon. I think this is my first spore creation in like, what, a week or so? I need to install that. Because I reckon that metallic one that he did, that could pose to be very useful for some of these. You know, what better time to what better time to test mods than when I'm making request creations? Seems fair, right? Who hates having creator's block? Oh god, I hate that so much. Ebony, my friend, I wish you the best of luck because creator's block is just the worst. Saying that, what I find whenever I'm having a creator's block, sorry, I'll take a moment. Yeah, whenever I have a creator's block, what I do is make hybrids. Which is why I used to make hybrids quite often, because what's really nice about hybrids is source in, catch you later, and have a wonderful day. It's good chatting to you. What I find about hybrids is that they're very fun because you're taking two existing concepts. So if you have no imagination, no creativity, that's fine. You still have the two different things to work with. But if, as you're doing the hybrid, if you like get some creativity, you can always like mix and match features. You can always like adapt it into your own way because it's not actually technically based on anything. It's a hybrid, so you can really make it creative. I personally find those like a very good source of like, you know, a good counter to art block. I finished the reference for the second raffle, not the plushie one. I think it's too late to edit the raffle comments. It is. Yeah, it is, Sally, I'm sorry. But you've always got a chance on a plushie one. Like, that plushie one will still be happening regardless, so you can always, like, do it again there. So don't you worry. What am I doing? How am I going to do this little bit of the wings? I think I should at the same start, to be honest. There we go. My mum just came to show me something. She saw your creation. She said it looks really cool. Oh, Jackie, your mum sounds so cool. Tell her I said thank you, please. I really appreciate that. Right then. Oh yes. As for oh wait, if you would like, I could post what I got in terms of videos in the Discord channel. Yes, Austin, feel free. Feel free, mate. I'm always happy for people to post videos onto the Discord server, so long as you know you actually contribute to the server. You know? Or like Sosin, for example, you're very frequent in the stream, so I'm happy for you to post things on the server, like videos and such. Because, I say that, I personally, maybe I just need to grow up, I don't know. But I personally really hate people that join a server, drop a link, and then they just disappear. It's like, it's such a, what's the word? It just seems like they only care about themselves, you know? They join a server just to push themselves. And that kind of shit really, really bugs me. But that being said though, if it's someone like, for example, on Twitch, who isn't active on the server, but you actually are active here, I think it's fine. Like, as long as you actually are part of the community, mate, feel free, you share what you want. As long as it's, you know, as long as it goes by the rules. The big wings make things look so damn majestic. I completely agree. I love doing big wings. Am I recording? Shit. I am. Okay, good. It's not showing the icon that says I'm recording, so I wasn't sure if I was or not. Right, let's do that. Yeah, exactly. No porn. That's a bit of a no. If you try to show porn, I will have to ban you quicker than anything else. Alright? I feel like you're more active here now on Discord. That's fine. Pancake, you're more than allowed to be. I mean, granted, it's I personally prefer to talk to people on Discord because, you know, it's longer lasting, and more people can. Actually, no, you can talk about that on Twitch. Forget what I was saying. But yeah, as I was overall trying to say, like, you know, the overarching point, I don't mind if people are more active on Twitch than on Discord or vice versa. It's just nice having people around, you know? As long as people get to enjoy the company one way or another, I like that. And once you finish the Jago reference, oh yeah, DJ, do that. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. And yeah, Saga. And Annie's nickname. So Annie kind of ran. In short, Annie randomly messaged me with the cactus in shorts. And Jabble Crab, I'll catch you later, mate. It was good seeing you here as well. And hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Yeah, she made a thing of emotes. She randomly PM'd me with a cactus and pants. And I was very confused. So I wrote it in a general chat, like, what the hell? And then she posted it again, except this time, because when I saw it, it was like two different it was the same line. So it was just a cactus and pants next to each other. But when she posted it, it was a cactus on top of trousers, and it actually looked weirdly perfect. It looked like a cactus wearing pants. It was just weird. And then Empiric drew it. Empiric drew it. She did more emotes. Empiric drew more of them. It escalated. It got weird. and now Annie is a cactus. That is the day that Annie just ascended to cactus form. It was a very concerning moment. And then it becomes a community joke or meme. That's how it happens. This advance was after I created Tiamat. Wait, sorry, this advanced? Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean there, Ebony. Oh, you mean creator's block? Oh, right. Tiamat is the Hydra, right? It's the one with like 5 heads. Okay, yeah, I can definitely understand you having a block after that. That'd be insane to do. I've been wanting to make Tiamat for a very long time, but it's intimidating. Ouch. Well, like I said, hopefully you get out of that creator block quite soon. It actually sounds more like burnout. But either way, I really hope that you get out of that soon. Cries in Ghidorah. I mean, Ghidorah's awesome, don't get me wrong. Ghidorah is great. But Ghidorah is a 3-headed golden dragon thing. Tiamat has 5 different coloured heads. Imagine doing that in Spore. 5 distinctly different coloured heads. That's why I haven't done it yet. I really want to make Tiamat. But, yeah, so I really want to make Tiamat, but, yeah, so it's a little bit daunting. So yeah, Ebony, like, huge respect for you doing it, Jesus. Finally, I posted a reference in the Discord server, the character probably said any chance that if I win the second raffle, you can look into it. Oh, that's what you meant. Yes, finally, that's fine. Look, finally. I'll put it this way, right? I'm not saying who's won what yet, okay? I'm not saying who's won what yet, but if you have, whether or not you've won now or later, if whatever reference you have, you'd rather me use that one, yeah, that's easily done. You can't edit a comment, but you've informed me. And informing me allows me to, you know, update it for you, if that makes sense. Oh, I need my coffee. Right, how's this looking so far then? Tiamat is a big bad dragon at the end of some D&D campaigns. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the D&D Tiamat. The big Hydra. Okay, this is actually looking pretty damn cool. And Pancake has made a humanoid Ghidorah and it kills to try to figure out how to do the heads. Oh, I can imagine, that'd be nightmarish. And Ronnie, welcome, mate. Coffee time. Good. Finally, I will use the reference. You cannot edit the comments because you literally cannot find the video. It's hidden now. It's gone. But I am now aware, so I will use that reference instead. Alright? Okay then. Sorry, I had to that coffee was getting cold, so I had to drink it quickly. The other hands are sock puppets for humanoid Ghidorah. That sounds amazing. Please do that. That sounds so cool. Oh, that'd be such a cool idea of any humanoid Hydra, just fucking sock puppets. I love that. Do you want to know what's worse than fighting Tiamat just by herself? What's that, Ebony? Oh god, what's worse? Dragon Queen. I'm not saying because I'm not sure, I'm not saying how many winners there are in total, because there's a chance I may not be able to fulfill it all. It's a lot of work. But I'm doing minimum 10. But my goal is much higher. It depends on if I manage it or not, you know? Yeah, exactly. I really try to avoid making promises I can't keep. And I remember during the 200k one, I had, again, a goal of 10. Or actually, right, during the 100k one, 200k, sorry, milestone, I wanted to make 15. I could only manage 10. Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in a short amount of time. But I have a different approach to it this time. I'm approaching it differently, so hopefully I can fulfill my entire goal. Yeah, exactly, 10's a shitload. That's 10 creations, not including the Z brushes. I plan on doing 2 Z brushes as well. One of them is gonna be mental. It's gonna be fucking, I really look forward to doing it. Right, is there anything else to add to this guy? Let me see. He's got a bit of a spiky thing going on around, where is it? Around down here. Like that. And that kind of goes, that actually goes inwards. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So he's got like a bit of a spiky doodad going in from there. Otherwise, I can't actually see much else in terms of features that I'm missing. I think it might actually be done already. His wings are a bit spiky as well. I got like that same plating around the chest and legs. Yeah, I will say this. So like I said, no spoilers on the raffles. I really like them being surprised. I really love surprising people and them seeing, oh my god, they won and the creation's already there. I love that feeling. So I'm not going to be telling anyone who has or hasn't won. But I will say that I think the general pool of creations I've gotten this time around is one of the better pools, like just the overall collection. And there is one or two that, one that I'm looking forward to, and one that I know you guys will love. I'm a bit concerned, but I know you will love it. Let's just say one of them's a meme. Have you seen the Pit Fiends? I don't know if they're called that or Pit Daemons. Pit Fiends. It reminds me of like a Pit Lord. Oh, no. They look like, oh, okay. They're like winged demons. That's interesting. That's really cool. It reminds me, it is 2 o'clock. When's the delivery arriving? I do need to keep on checking my delivery for today. So like I said, I've got a big food shopping coming. No time yet. Okay, cool. Does that have something to do with meat? No, actually. No, not. In fact, I haven't had any meaty requests. You have an amazing idea for a dragon creature. Ooh, alright then, Queen. That'd be interesting. Well, like I said, Queen, as a Patreon, I've never made you a creation, have I, Queen? So I think you still have like your, I think you can still redeem that reward, right? So as a Patreon, at $10, I offer, like, I can make you any single creation. I say single because, let's say I let you have as many as you want, I'd get overwhelmed instantly. So you can have any single creation you want from $10. You're 25, which means you've inherited that perk, so you can still redeem one. At 50, you may request a mega build. I wouldn't recommend that yet, because I still have a couple others to do. I have three Patreon mega builds pending, which I need to do after finishing my milestone mega build. I have 4 mega builds planned, so don't do that one yet, but you can feel free to request something like proper, Queen. Feel free to request like a regular creation. You may specify mods, add-ons, DLC, all that kind of stuff if you so wish. You may also give me full freedom and I'll just do what I want with it. Save that. I almost forgot what my submission was. Pancake. Team out with 4 of those things. Oh my god, Ebony. Sounds epic, but it also sounds so intimidating to do. I don't suppose you've got a screenshot of that, Ebony. I'd love to see that. If you don't mind. It's a combo of an old dragon drawing, Xenomorph, and the Sea Wings from the Wing of Fire series, and I haven't requested a creation yet. A combination of an old dragon, a Xenomorph, and the Sea Wings. God, that sounds nuts. That sounds really interesting, Queen. I hope that's doable in Spore. That sounds really interesting. For $100, you can make Rebecca re on stream. Yeah, guys, do you wanna hear a big old epic re? I've not done one on stream for a while now. I'm just kidding. Right. Yeah, I think I'm about done with this, actually. It was really fast. I know I said I wanted to speed up today, but this was a lot faster than I expected. Let's do that. I reworked on a reference, so if it was too late to add a reference, I'll brag myself. Finally, I keep on telling you, you're fine. Don't worry, mate, you're fine. Calm down. I understand you worked hard, I'm telling you, you're fine. If you win, I will choose that one. Don't worry. Does someone say sellout? Oh god. I mean a boss fight, which is what I did in the final challenge of your campaign. Oh, that's where you met. Oh right, sorry, but I completely misunderstood. That sounds epic though. Oh god. I leave it a little bit up to you since I haven't got a chance to I've got a good idea of what I want. Okay, Queen. Okay. I had to read that quickly before Ale hit it. Oh dear. Ale. I managed to read the chat this time. Foiled. There we go. Fucking Ale. Pancake, how do you do that every time? Okay, what about the face? Is the face as good as it can be? Yeah, it pretty much is, to be honest. Like, the face is very simple. I've got all these side ones. I've got a big eyebrow, so the upper one's there. Is there any other detail? I think we're actually done already. Oh, it's got some elbow spikes. But that's about it otherwise. This looks like a really complicated design, but it's actually quite simple in practice. Which, hey, it's fine for me. Right then, so in that case, let's go ahead and put his spike down here. There we go. Cool. Right. I did enter, even though I saw the video. I enjoy seeing y'all happy. I don't really need me in that. Oh, Ronnie. Bless. I mean, you definitely could have joined if you wanted to. But although I do appreciate that, that is very sweet of you. It's very trying. Okay, next time. What about the tail? The tail is surprisingly plain. Like, is this safe to show? Yeah, it is. Like, I really can't see anything on the tail. Like, even in the artist depictions, the tail has a row of spikes, which quite abruptly stopped. I'll show you like another one here. Like, again, the tail just like kind of becomes rather plain afterwards. That one there is very plain. As is, that one's got like a little bit of ridging going on. Okay, I can add a little bit of ridging. But otherwise, that's really cool. Yeah. Alright then. That looks kind of strange, to be honest. Wait, really? You're so hungry. Lucky we have taco for dinner today. Oh, mate. Good. Oh, that's an idea. I have burritos today. Oh, no, don't have got any wraps. Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to order wraps. No. Damn it. We've got a delivery coming, delivery of food. So we have like a bit more option as to what to have for dinner today. And I forgot the bloody tortilla wraps. No. Right, let's add all those ridges. Do you have Doritos? I do actually. I have some. Right in front of me. They are grilled. Was it flame grilled steak flavor? Wait, what? Hold on. Are you saying to put the Doritos in? Wait, make taco salad. What the fuck's a taco salad? Are you telling me to put Doritos in the tacos? I'm tired of these sugary cookies. I don't blame you. I'm so excited since I get to open up your package. Ooh. Let me guess, Dragon Queen. More Pokemon cards? Mate, I envy you. I wish I could have that many Pokemon cards. I need more. And let's put that there. There we go. Okay, now we're definitely done. Right, at least except for coloration. Let us save that as have a stretch, because I am still tired after all. Oh, excuse me. Right. It's basically a taco, but instead of it being in a taco, you put all the stuff on a taco and on top of Doritos. Those are the tortilla, basically. Wait, hold on. But instead of it being a taco, you put all the stuff on a taco on top of Doritos. So wait, what? So basically what you're suggesting is making a taco out of... Hey, we don't use hardened taco shells. We use wraps, mate. We're civilized. I I am so confused. No, we just do it like in a tortilla wrap. Like a tortilla wrap is like a large, flat, very, very flexible, like floury pastry thing. I don't really know how you describe it. Like imagine like a very, basically like a pancake. Yeah, that's what we basically use. A tortilla wrap looks exactly like a pancake. Not sweet, obviously. So what Kev and I do for our burritos is we put like all the foods into like a pancake looking thing. Except it's, you know, it's flour and shit. The wraps taste like unflavored dough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like unflavored dough. Which is Dorito. How do you use Doritos? How? They fall apart. Do you just like... do you just like mix it all together? It's like some great big fucking lump of stuff. Just the Doritos fall apart. I'm so confused. How do you... Mine Wolf. You're so redneck. I love you. Oh, it was a salad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just... Oh my god. I'm gonna... Fuck you, I'm texturing this. How do I color this in? Taco... What is a taco salad? Hold on. Taco salad. Mate, no, I like to pick up my food and eat it. I ain't spooning no taco shit. That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. But we prefer it in a wrap. Well, Queen, blame Mine Wolf. Her redneckness is like overpowering me right now. Let me see. It's 5 booster packs of the Ultra Prism, and I'm waiting for 3 cards to complete your first quick recept. 1 card costs you 1k krona. Oh my god. But damn, Queen. You still can with the Doritos, just last trying. Oh my god. Oh, Mine Wolf. It's not even redneckness. You got people in No, Mine Wolf. You got people in New York doing it. That means you, the redneck, you're spreading your redneckness into New York. You're turning them into rednecks. You see, you got them to do it, which means you're responsible. It's spreading. You haven't seen redneck at our full power until we've had boiled peanuts. That reminds me, I'm so salty. Pun not intended actually. Right, guys, my friends. So as you know, I love nuts, right? I fucking love nuts. I love salted nuts. Now, saying that, I've got my big food delivery incoming today, and I've decided I'm gonna be a little bit better, okay? I'm gonna stop ordering roasted nuts, and I'm gonna have monkey nuts instead, because monkey nuts, they take a lot longer to have, because you've got to open them up. They take a lot longer to have. They don't have all the additives and shit, they're just like little fresh nuts inside, okay? So I've ordered three packs of them. Trying to be like a little bit healthier, just trying to cut back on the salt just a little bit, you know? They fucking substituted all 3 of the packs of nuts for the salted ones. God damn it! There's me wanting my healthy nuts. No, apparently they disagree. They substituted it all. Mate. Wait, your knee just Hiroshimaed itself. Wait, what? Monkey testicle? No, not monkey. No. Oh god damn it. Right, how do I colour this? Oh, actually, no. I read earlier it's a black dragon, isn't it? Yeah, I read that it's actually meant to be like a black dragon. Right, let me do that then. Let's make it like a lot darker, like that. God, you guys are all nuts. You're gonna be posting your mum's art in a moment. Oh, Dracky. Yes, Dracky. We need more normality. The chat's weird today. Help. Oh, Janine. All right, catch you in a bit then. Enjoy your meal. I absolutely hate how the face is white. I hate this game so much. Why is the face white? It looks like a superhero. It looks like Batman. It's Dragon Batman. I hate this game. Right, what if I make that black? Will that do anything? You put the Doritos on a plate like you would a wrap, and then you make the rest of the taco like you would normally. You just don't fold it or anything because you can use the Doritos to scoop it. That makes more sense. I thought you were saying you literally make the taco out of Doritos. That's what I thought you were saying. So you're using Doritos to scoop it out into like little bite-sized chunks. That makes a lot more sense. My favorite type of nuts is macadamia. I love them. I haven't really had many of them. It's really annoying. Like, nuts are actually really expensive. Like over here, if you get like a little, 500-gram bag of nuts, that costs like £3, and that's overkill in my opinion. That costs way too much. So I normally just have like the cheap shit, like peanuts. Wanted to have monkey nuts, but I keep on fucking substituting it. Like I really like walnuts and pecans and Brazilians. I like a lot of nuts in general, but it just costs so much. And cashews, yeah, cashews as well. mate. It's hard, man. It's hard like a nut. I don't know who made the joke, but someone made a joke about me being a drag queen. My favorite nuts are Wait, your favorite nuts are strawberries? What? Your favorite nuts are strawberries, my friend. God, I haven't had proper tacos in ages. I don't think I've ever actually had a taco. No, why? The last time I had a taco was when I was still living with Mum. So that was like, what, 8 years ago now? Macadamia nuts cost $25 per pound. What the hell? Ooh, I like that colour scheme. Right, Dracky. Dracky. What the fuck, Dracky? Your mum's really good at drawing. What the hell? That's really good. I love the inner part of the wing. Hold on, guys, look at this. That's really cool. Like the way she's done the inside of the wing. That's like with the ink. That's really creative. Oh wow, what the hell? That Godzilla though. What a unique way of drawing. That's actually really cool. That's pointillism, isn't it? That's actually drawing in pointillism. Wow, that's really impressive. Yeah, shading with ink. Shading with ink is something very hard to do. That's really good. Mate, your mum's cool. My mum does pointillism. Yeah, that's actually really cool to see. Ah, thank you for sharing. Right. Did she do, wait, stripling? I've not heard of that before, stripling. God, this is gonna be tricky to texture. Okay, so currently doing like the upper half, all the red as you can see there. It's gonna be very hard to texture. Like the colorations are actually quite unique. Oh god, the face. Oh, I hate sports so much. The face is absolutely wrecking me. God damn it. How am I gonna fix the face? Because I really don't want to remake it all. There's so many parts to put on top of it. Let me just use these sphere parts. There we go. The jagged part of the piece I'm drawing is finished. Yeah, I saw it just a moment ago. It looks really nice. Like, I really love how clean the colours are. It's really cool, Mind Morph. I don't think you've ever actually drawn a J before, have you? I've seen trying to get into stippling, or stippling, but it's very time consuming. I haven't had a lot of free time lately. I have to look into that. Let's see what that's about. Let's do that. So what I'm doing right now is currently just like covering a lot of the face in the color spheres because it's just rendering out white and it just looks really, really dumb. But I have so many parts on the head that I can't really just replace it, not without like completely utterly redoing it. And if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really fancy that right now. But if I cover the upper half of the head, even the lower jaw will still be like white, it won't look quite as bad. Especially if I do it to like highlight certain details, like the nostril, for example, that'll actually work out quite nicely. Let's do that. And have the both pieces of the head like that. Oh, actually, yeah, that looks good. Yep, like that, cool. And then have another bit in the eye around there. Cool, right, so how is that going to look textured out then? The eye's a bit weird to me, but yeah, it's the first time I'm drawing a Jowie, drawing that style. I'm trying to get out of art blocks, so turning out really, really cool looking. I agree, it looks fantastic. I don't like drawing creatures like that. I'm just not really good at it at all. That's fair, Pancake. Stippling is where you take a very fine pen and you shade color with individual dots. Oh, right, I thought that was pointillism. I see, okay then. And yeah, I can imagine it being very time consuming. It looks really good though. It's definitely like a very unique style. And it's one that you can tell took a lot of time and effort. It's like a very rewarding style, if that makes sense. It's very rewarding because you can really recognize what went down, what the artist did. What time is it? It is 2:30. Just gotta check the order again. Okay, cool, still no time. The rendering time, yeah, it's taking a bit of a while, isn't it? Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, God, it's taking a while, Jesus. Hurry up, hurry up. It's taking longer to render it than it has been to actually make it. You had a giant stippling drawing that I worked with a friend, we still haven't finished it. Oh, that's a shame. I remember doing a stippling drawing when I was still in school. Trying to think, it was actually based on a famous, an existing famous stippling piece of artwork, like a very old famous piece, and then we had to do like our own interpretations of that. And my God, like it was tiny. It was absolutely tiny what we did, and even then, it still took like a very, very long time. There we go. Now the neck's a little bit more textured as well, because that was looking very plain. As for the textures, let's try that. Oh, actually, maybe that. Yeah, like in year 7 or 8 art. Yeah, that's about when I did it as well. I think I might texture this off stream, because this might just be like a very long and tedious process. Then again, that's not too bad looking. That's not too bad looking at all. It's not quite right though. Like, I think it's because of the wings, but like, when I look at the artwork, like I showed you guys the artwork a moment ago, the coloration is very, what's the word, consistent throughout the entire creation. Or the entire dragon concept, like it's just black all around, black and red. But in sport, it's just translating very strangely. I can't really find like that happy balance. Let me think. Like, how can I fix that? What if I do that actually? I haven't tried that yet. A brain farted and red died instead of did has. Wait, what did it has say? Oh, you died a bit of stippling. Oh, I see now. I wish I could show you the lines my mum made back when she was 18. She never got to finish it because it ended up getting super damaged. Oh, she worked on it for over 20 years. Fucking hell. Oh, Dracky, that's such a shame. Like, I hope she at least had a photo of it, maybe. You tested a single 250k face part in paint. 41 minutes later, it finished. Oh my God, sigh, damn. That's nuts. It's funny actually. So on the topic of like family and doing art and such. So my family, like overall, I come from a family of artists. Obviously not professional, but a lot like everyone in my family at some point or another drawn quite well. In fact, I still remember my dad did a very realistic sketch of a tiger, absolutely stunning, and he did some pretty awesome drawings of dragons as well. My mum was a lot more stylistic. She did like quite a few. What did Mum do? I think my mum did like a lot of realism and still life, and some flowers as well. My mum's very creative, actually. She's trying to get back into art hobbies now. Like, I think she started doing, what she started doing recently? She started making, like, little, painting stones. Because she's lacking a creative hobby and she really wants one. What else? My oldest brother was fucking great at drawing cars. He was really good at it. My older sister, she didn't actually draw much, but my other sister, she also drew like a lot of animals, a lot of flowers and such, more girly things. And then myself, when I was younger, I just drew loads of dragons. I tried to imitate my dad and draw like some realism as well, and I actually got pretty good at it when I was younger. I do have some realism sketches on DeviantArt, like of tigers, and they actually look pretty fucking good if I say so myself. But nowadays, me and my mum are the only ones who still draw. Well, mum doesn't draw, she crafts nowadays, but I'm the only one that still draws. It's a bit of a shame, really, because like I said, the entire family would draw. And we all had, like, our own individual strengths. I do miss that. It's one, like, that's like one of the few things I still had, like, in connection with a lot of them. My mother did a drawing of a husky and it's hanging in my room. She's more skilled in pottery, though. That's really cool. And Mag, mate, welcome back. Welcome back, Mag. I'm the only really artistic one in my family. That my dad and older brother used to draw vehicles and buildings when they were younger. I miss it when my family drew more. But yeah, like, every one of them just kind of stopped. I mean, I stopped as well eventually, but I stopped because of a World of Warcraft addiction. You see, when I was younger, I drew a lot. I never drew vent art, as they call it. I never did that, but I drew a lot to distract myself. That's what I always did. And so when I had World of Warcraft as, you know, my coping mechanism when I was younger, I just stopped drawing entirely. Nowadays, I draw because I actually want to pursue it. I do want to pursue, like, 3D as, like, an actual long-term profession. And I really enjoy it. I really do. Simplistic Simpleton, welcome, mate. Drawing at all is, drawing is all about drawing fat rats and Biggie Cheese. I'll let all know what you guys think about our art. Awesome, Jackie. I'll catch you shortly then. And yeah, DJ, I'd love to see that. Oh, what the hell? That's a... Oh, this is an interesting colour scheme. Hold on. Right. I might have something to do about this. Let's just quickly save it. Okay, I might have just found a solution to my drawing issues. Texturing issues. My dad used to do a lot of medieval art, like knights and stuff, no dragons. That sounds really cool. Yeah, like I said, I do miss it old drawing. When my mum told me that she was getting into crafts, and I'm just trying to find, like, more artistic outlets, I was very, very excited. I was really happy, and it's such a shame because as happy as I was, she's not, like, a very arty person, you know? Like, she's a mother, you know? She has, like, a lot of other things to do. She can't spend all of her time doing art, so she chooses, like, the smaller hobbies. But I was so excited. I was so happy for her. The more I think about it, the more I realise I didn't draw a lot when I was little. I made huge leaps and bounces as I got older. That's awesome. Right, that idea I had in mind, I don't think will work, actually. Now I'm looking at it again. Let's just try, like, a different colour, like maybe a much darker, kind of that shade. Actually, a lot grayer. That might look better. I want to draw, but I just get so depressed. I can't draw stuff that I see in my head. When I draw, when I was still drawing, I started to draw and a dragon took form with me thinking about it. Huh. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, Queen. I get that. I kind of get that as well in a way where I feel very intimidated by the fact that I can't draw what's in my imagination. I completely get that. A lot of what I do on ZBrush, yeah, without thinking, I thought that's what you meant. A lot of what I do on ZBrush, I do without thinking as well. I just let it flow. But I completely get what you're saying, though. Like, maybe if you want, like, to get a bit of practice in, try some still life. Try drawing the things that you see. And maybe you can, like, grow on from there. That way you get your practice out of, like, blotting out shapes, doing a bit of shading, all that kind of stuff. And maybe you can develop that into more towards your imagination as time goes on. Maybe. It's just an idea anyway. I've got no idea if it's a good idea or not, but it's, you know, an idea to keep you drawing regardless. This is such a pain to texture. It's definitely taken longer to texture this than it has to create it. I did it on my notebooks for school and make it look funny so I can laugh at it later. Aww. I hope it's like a good kind of laugh. And yeah, exactly. Like it's better than not doing anything as you said. That way you still get like some practice in. You know, you get some practice, some form, and you can always like work on it and develop it later on. Right, I'm gonna stop this for now. Stop this creation anyways. This is what is this called? This is the Shingeki no Bahamut, which I think has said meant. What did he say it meant again? Yeah, the Rage of Bahamut, I think. And I will finish texturing this one later because I'm very stuck on it. Ollie Lolly! Alright, mate. Oliver. It's between half funny and depressed laughter because people do better. Oh, alright, I see now. Mate. No depressed laughing. Yeah, me, Oliver. Oh, okay, bye then. Never mind. He doesn't love me anymore. He doesn't love me. Let me see. 250k milestone creations. And before I forget, let me just save that into a different folder. Let me see. Desktop. Why did I go to desktop? Oh, whatever. Right. Cut that. Paste it into there. What is this? Oh, that's the mega build. Okay, let me just rename that. And let's put all of that into a new folder called Bahamut. There we go. Cool. Right then. Rage of Bahamut, that's it. Thank you very much. Might be AFK, drawing a lot of leaves and petals when I need it. Oh, that's fair enough. This week I've been so tired and unmotivated. Yeah, I feel that, Queen. I get what you mean. I said I was never very happy with drawing, but I was always confident to continue to draw and improve. One of my friends, however, whenever he draws, he just deletes his finished drawing that took him quite some time to do because he thought he couldn't draw. Aww. Yeah. Hey, that's the thing that always gets me is when people like delete their artwork. That sucks. And ooh, Queen. Okay. Wait. I need to record you opening the packages that hasn't been told. Okay then. I'll catch you in a bit. And Simplistic Simpleton, I'll catch. Wait. I'm a dip potato chip out of here. That's amazing. Mate, I'll catch you in a bit as well then. Right. And oh, Mag. I had no idea about that. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, which one am I going to do next? I can do that one, which I'm kind of dreading. I can do that one, which I'm also dreading. That one would be... Could I do that one? Could I do that one? One moment. I'm just checking out one of the following requests and just seeing how viable it is to do it on stream or not. And some of these requests are very complicated and I need to like really focus on them. But some of them... I'll do this one now actually, yeah, okay. I've got the idea for the next one. I had my old drawing centers reminded when I started. Yeah, I've got quite a few of my old ones as well actually. And DJ, that's fine dude, not a problem. Right, so how am I... bear with me, I'm just like planning this creation in my head. That'll be the main colour. That I could do with colour spheres. The underbelly could be white, so that bit there should be... Okay, I've got an idea. Right, I know I'm going to do this. So we're working on the second one now. Technically this is the fourth out of the like first 5. But I've not done the other 2, so this is like the second one for today. Right, and this is going to be quite a unique one to be honest. I was very excited when I saw this one pop up. So first of all, it's like a bit of a Chinese-y, dragon-y kind of thing. So it's quite a long body. Which I'm having a very hard time blotting out. Come on, there we go, make that smooth, make that a bit smooth. Okay, that bit there's a little bit too chunky. Okay, there we go, that's like fairly nice and smooth. Expand that outwards like that. Chunkify the chest a little bit more. Okay, cool. That should be a good start. Yeah, on the topic of like old drawings and such, I've unfortunately lost all my older drawings, or my oldest ones. But I know that I've got quite a few of the older ones on DeviantArt. Now, I really, really want to delete them because I really hate them. But I feel like, at least in my position, I kind of feel like that if I keep my older drawings there, then other people can see my growth, you know? Because that's the thing a lot of us do, isn't it? A lot of us compare ourselves to like better artists, don't we? And when you see that they only have masterpieces, it's really intimidating. It's really just like unmotivating. Whereas, at least in my opinion, whenever you see an artist and you can actually see their growth in their gallery, you can see the good and the bad. I personally find that to be like quite an important lesson. And so while there's a lot of artwork that I personally don't want there anymore, I feel like that it's good of me to keep it so other people can look back on it and see like where I started, how I've grown over time. At least I hope it helps people. I tried to blend yesterday and messed around for 10 minutes. It's very complicated. Yep. Yes it is, Ronnie. A lot of people said that Blender is like a lot of people say that Blender is very, very good. Okay, it's very, very good, but it's very tricky to learn at first. But as soon as you can learn it, it's a very valuable piece of software. So it's worth struggling and worth learning. But I completely understand though. I've not learned it yet either. But that's due to that's my own problem for not learning it already. You know, lack of time. I would definitely recommend, you know, if you've got the time to learn it, I would recommend putting more time into it. You know what I mean. Right, let's do that. My mum got super excited about what you guys said and was like, let me show them the good Godzilla, my Raptor Rex. Oh, Jackie, your mum sounds so cool. I love it. She's just so sweet. Mate, really can't wait to see them. Right, let's do that. Yes, yeah, more Gajira. Oh, I'm actually really excited about that. Yeah, she does, doesn't she? She sounds really great. Right, let's do that. I need to have these be quite zoomed in together. One thing I really, really hate doing in Spore, right? One thing I fucking hate doing is horse legs. Or like any like equine creature, like I don't know if they're equines or not, but you know, like giraffes, gazelles, wildebeest, you know, the ones with like the really thin legs. It's one of the few things I really hate doing this game. I think one day I should just spend like ages just trying to figure out how the fuck do you do them. You know the feeling? Yeah, like they're horrible to draw, but they're also so horrible to make. Especially such a clunky program like Spore. In fact, can I just do it this way? Can I just use that instead? Don't go underground like that. Like I've tried so many times in the past to do things like no, that's not gonna work. I've tried so many times in the past to like create like horses, unicorns, like some really, really like majestic creatures. And they just, oh, the legs are just so bad. Every time. Okay, let's do that. Let's just put that there. Especially when it animates. Right, so we've got that. Now, normally what I want to do is have like a little segment like that for the tip of the foot, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. That never comes out right. Well, maybe I can try actually. Oh, whoops. No. Let's remove that bit entirely. I will just stick the foot like that on it. There's somebody chewing gum very loudly in front of me. Oh, God. DJ, my friend, all I can say is good luck, as I know that feeling. Okay, that's kind of okay. Kind of. I do need to bulk up a little bit more, but I can do that later quite easily, using like a Thera and such. But that's okay there for now. Then go to the back legs. The back legs are a lot easier, thank God. For the back legs, I need that. Wait, is that the right part? Yeah, there we go. Big, thin, muscular legs. I can only sculpt from Blender and I suck at merging parts. Merging parts? Wait, how do you do that in Blender? That is one thing I've still yet to do, is actually sculpt in Blender. Like I've, whenever I try using Blender, I've always focused on the more like geometry and technical things. It's been a few minutes, it's been fun. Alright then mate, no problem at all, DJ. No problem at all, my dude. You'll miss my suffering, but that's it, fortunately. Let's make that really small so I can move it inwards a little bit more. Good. And we'll make these parts here quite a bit thicker. And these will have like great big talons. Can I get like a, what do you call it? Like a textureless talon? No, fuck me. I really do wish that more of the feet parts were textureless. There's such like a limiting library here. Bollocks. Yeah, none of these will work. Alright, I have to go use the pre-made colour parts then. Oh, I hate that. Actually, as I look at it, how would I even colour that bit in? Okay, I'll temporarily put this here. It won't be permanent because I do need to like change textures later on, but that works for now then. I've just tried to give Fletcher, the neighbour's dog I'm watching, a bath because he was whining and suddenly backed away and ran into the living room. What the hell? Damn, that dog knows. There's sculpt mode though, and you can import your ZBrush models to rig them to animate them. See, I know that, but it's a lot more complicated than it sounds. The reason why I'm not already doing that is because I need to do something called retopology. I have to change the vertices and the polygons to a much more efficient manner because the ZBrush sculpts are millions and millions of polygons. My average sculpt is about at least 5 million polygons, and that to animate, it just doesn't work. So what I need to do is to import into Blender, like you said, and do a retopology to, how to describe it? You are, I can't think of the word. Optimizing, that's the word. You are optimizing the model. You're optimizing the polygons to make it more effective, more efficient, more, you know, actually like not gonna lag like hell. And that is the stage I've not really quite figured out yet. Mainly because I haven't figured out Blender's interface. Like, that's the big issue I'm having. Like, I understand the logic behind topology. I just need to learn the software in order to do it. But as soon as I do that, yeah, I heard that as well. But as soon as I do that, as soon as I learn Blender's interface and I will be doing topology, then I will be rigging and animating. As well as importing into Substance Painter, which would be a much better program for texturing. But like I said, I don't have the time. I do not have the time to learn, and it's really frustrating. That is a majestic tail. Crap, they found me, Becca hide me. Hey, get out of my house. Don't you be bringing the popo to my house. You probably get away with Z-Remesh and ZBrush's Retopper tools if you want to practice in Blender and Substance Painter. I can get away with it, you're right, but I feel like that I shouldn't, like maybe I'm wrong, but I really feel like that I shouldn't settle for like the easier solutions. I feel like I should learn to do it manually, because sooner or later I will have to learn. So I feel like I should learn it properly from the start, if that makes sense. Right. Because I have actually tried, I have actually exported via the Z-Remesh or something like that. I've created a UV map in ZBrush before, just so I can learn how to paint with it, and it just felt fundamentally wrong. something was missing or lacking, and I didn't really understand it. But you know how even if you're new to a thing, you can just still understand if it's all right? That's how I felt doing that. Saying that, when I do get the better opportunity to take my time and learn, I do have like a strategy in mind. I just, again, need to do it. But I've got a strategy in mind which should hopefully make my learning experience a lot easier. And therefore effective. You can start by tweaking and studying the automatic remesh, that's how I learned. Possibly. Fun fact about the Egyptian god of knowledge, Thoth. An alternative spelling of his name is... God damn it, Meg. Damn you, Meg. Yes, I've seen that before. And I rarely say this. But that, my friend, is cursed. And thank you, Ronnie. Thank you very much. But Rag, good to see you here as well, by the way. I didn't see you there. Who remembers me besides Becca? I remember you being beside me as well, so I don't count. Why would you forsaken me this way? The whip time makes my mouth twist into an unnaturally wide grin. Wait, what? Sai, you saying that just reminded me of oh, what's his name? That guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. What's his name? Oh, he's really creepy. But you remind me of that. It's like, it's off, mate, it's off the tip of my tongue. Freaky Fred. Yes. Saying you have an unnaturally wide grin is reminding me of that. God, I watched that for the first time recently. I've not seen Courage the Cowardly Dog in probably a decade, and I watched a couple of episodes the other day. That really was a creepy episode. That was. Oh no, Sai. I mean, yes, but no, Sai, stop. Oh god. Right, let's move that. Make it a little bit more bent. There you go. Oh, that bit and that bit. Cool, I'm quite liking the look of that so far. Right. Let's do a little bit of work on the head then, shall we? The head is majestic as fuck. The body looks really good so far, even though I've got no clue what it will be. Thank you very much, Ronnie. And Redza, I'll catch you later. Oh, you Cosmic! Fuck me! Alright then, Cosmic, I'll catch you later, mate. I knew I recognised your name. I just forgot your Discord name. But mate, catch you in a bit. Oh, Astro Zinc? Wait, really? Kev, thank you. Hi, Kev. God, that's early. Oh, that's really... Okay, from 21 to 51. Okay, thank you, Kev. I'll keep an eye on that. Guys, that does mean I'll have to end early. I might be ending as early as 20 minutes from now. I really got to keep an eye on that. Thank you, Kev. And hi. Right then. I did have a cross design of Fred and my skull OC as my avatar on Discord for a while. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you doing that. Like, okay, Sai, my friend. You see, it's really unnerving, right? Because I want to say that you really remind me a lot of Freaky Fred, but that's kind of insulting to say. But if I were to equate you to any, like, cartoon character, it would probably be him. But I feel like that's insulting to say, and I really feel bad for it. I'm sorry. Right, let's do that here. That's Kieran. Is similar to a Kieran, actually. It's very, very similar. I'm not sure if I want to tell you guys, though, because it's very polarizing what it actually is. So I know some people will suddenly hate it if I tell you what it actually is meant to be. All the booster boxes were... Wait, they're all fakes? Oh, wow. Queen, what the hell? Shit. I don't know what to say to that. God damn, that really sucks. Right, there we go. Got that there. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that, man. I'm just sorry to hear that. Jesus. I like the Kieran role in Discord. I'm glad. I'm a lot. Yeah, a lot of people have been liking it a lot more than I thought they would. I was very glad to hear that. It is good. It is very good. Right. Just so you guys are aware of what I'm currently doing, I'm just like trying to merge the horns into the skull. That way, they actually curve quite distinctly. So I'm just trying to like create like the base of them, if you will. But I don't think I actually can. Not the way I'm doing it anyway. In fact, what I could try doing. I think the mythical creature rolls are pretty cool. Yeah, credit to Doom for that idea, by the way. That was entirely Doom's idea. And I thought it was a really good idea. I wanted to remake the roles anyway. I wanted to like change when I was restructuring the roles, I wanted to change the theme, but I didn't really have a theme in mind. I was originally planning on going like a different Spore theme. Because, you know, Spore, our community. But then Doom suggested... Doom had a couple of suggestions, but Mythical Creatures was one that really sold me on. Because you guys, like, we're a very arty community. A lot of you guys really like Mythical Creatures. It just seemed perfect. It was hidden in the item description, which on eBay is super tiny. Oh, you bought them on eBay? Oh. Ouch. Right, well, shit. Okay, there we go. Base of Haunted done. Sweet. Okay, then. The eyes are going to be quite tricky. Why do people need fake Pokemon? You can't use them in tournaments. Queen. Probably to scam. That's why people make fake cards, it's a scam. Or, you know, maybe they want like a super rare card like Charizard, for example. But they probably do it specifically to scam. I'm sorry to say. Oh, groceries. Gotta keep an eye on that. 21:51, okay. I really gotta keep an eye on that time. Where's the reference? There it is. On a lighter mood, I posted more of the article. Want to check it out? Thank you. Thank you very much, Jackie. Because I'll be ending very shortly because of the delivery, I will check it as soon as I'm done. Thank you. I want to try and get as much of this done as I can. What's your favourite dragon variation? My favourite dragon variation? Probably a Hydra. Like a winged Hydra. I do love those. Saying that, I also really like Kierans. Like, Kierans and Griffins. I very much do like those as well. Like, that's a funny thing, right? I really like big badass designs, which is why I like the Hydra. But at the same time, I also really like majestic, like very graceful designs, like Kierans, like Quillins, Griffins. You know absolutely nothing about dragons and stuff. I've always been like really into mythical creatures since I was younger, mythicals and dinosaurs. So I've become like, especially because in Spore, back in the day, like a long time ago, I had this big habit of creating like just massive waves of like themes. And whenever I reach like doing waves of mythical creatures, I would just go to Google and I'll just search and just make anything I could find. So I became quite familiar with a fair few of them over the course of time. Right. Let's do that. What I'm trying to do right now is, it's got like a very cute looking eye, and I'm trying to do that. Like the eye's a little bit puffy because horses, you know, their eyes are like quite puffy, aren't they? But I'm having a bit of a hard time doing this right now. It just looks really angry. So I might just redo that entirely in a bit. Maybe. But what I will do though is add the big jaw area here. There's another thing of horses is that they have like this entire area here tends to be like very exaggerated, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Mag? I don't really like that, to be honest. Like, this is why I really hate making like equine creatures in general, like horses and such, because like the entire anatomy of a horse is very subtle. There's a lot of subtlety going on, and as we all know, sport does not do subtlety, does it? Sport exaggerates the hell out of everything. So doing subtle things like, you know, the structure of horses is just next to impossible. Horses have the largest eyes relative to the size of their body out of any animal on Earth. Oh wow, that's actually pretty. Like, oh wow. Wait, no, wouldn't squids have larger eyes? Wait, no, hold on. And the largest eyes relative to the size of their body out of any animal on Earth. I find that a bit hard to believe, actually. Not to discredit you, Si, but there's a lot of like small animals, like a lot of smaller animals like rodents and such, which have very large eyes compared to the size of their body. I'd be, wow. If that is true for horses, that's very surprising. Yeah, relative to the size of their body. That's what Si said. Think about how it's spelled. What about them? Well, think about how it's spelled. Let me just get the ears in place. Reminds me of the fake moderator on Steam that scanned my friend $500 worth of Steam items. He hacked her and tried to delete her account. I got her account before to ask her to do anything, and then reported to Steam. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Think about how it's spelled. What about them? The ones with the giant eyes. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, no, it is. Oh god, the things that scammers do is absolutely horrendous. I told you guys a while ago my story about nearly getting scammed. Yeah, it's absolutely horrendous what people do. Right, let's do that. Pause and save. And how's the delivery coming now? Yeah, it's still 21 to 51. Okay then. So I've got at least 10 minutes. If the time doesn't change, I will be leaving in 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to, I'm sorry. Right. Meanwhile, still focusing on this side, still getting as much done as I can. I think the face, I think if I change the eyes a little bit, it might look okay. Just for now, it's looking very funky. Let's get the nostrils in place. Kind of like that, aren't they, I think? Kind of tilted in that direction. Oh god, that's really bulbous though. Ah! I hate the parts and spores so much! God damn it! Unicorn detected. Yep, Janine. Welcome back, mate. Right. Let's get a bit of the wings. I guess technically more like a Pegasus. No, Alicorn. In fact, yeah, I'll just tell you guys what it's actually is. It's actually a Draconequus. Now, the reason why I was a bit hesitant on saying that is because Draconequus is, at least I think, it's from My Little Pony. Actually, is it from anything else? I actually don't know. But a lot of people kind of related to My Little Pony, which, for a lot of people, ends up being an absolute turn-off. Which I think, so Draconequus actually can look pretty awesome, as this one does here. It's like a very graceful version. There we go. Actually, I should look that up at some point. It's a Draconequus, like an actual mythical creature. It's talking about Tarzia has the largest eyes relative to the body. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tarzias have massive eyes, don't they? Like really huge ones. That sounds about right. Horses were originally, but then Squid beat it out in 2008. Same year Spore came. Wait. Oh, wow. Oh, God. There we go. It's a noodle horse. I mean, you're not wrong. You're really not wrong about that, to be fair. Noodle horse. It's like a noodle alicorn Kieran. That's what Draconequus can be. I mean, that's the thing. That's a funny thing, right? So a Kieran is actually like a dragon horse, but a Draconequus is also a dragon horse. It's interesting. It's like two completely different variations. I think Kieran, I don't know actually, I don't know for sure, but I think Kieran is like the more Asian version. No, but they're both pretty Asian though. I don't know. I love mythology. I love how it varies. I love how there's like no set rule between things. I'm trying to look for a particular claw. Where is it? Where is this claw? I can't find it. Crap. In that case, let me grab... Where is it? Let me grab that one. That could be 2 dragon horses if they want to. Yeah, exactly. That's what I really like about mythology. There's no set rule. Everything varies. Everything's got like different interpretations and therefore a lot of creative potential. It's cool. I like it. If only paleontology could be the same. But I digress. Right, let's get some white feathers in. Actually, no, I will not do that yet. What I will do instead is get the upper tufts first and put the white feathers underneath it. Oh god, no, cancel. Like this. Hold on, there we go. Now, while I'm gonna have a really hard time doing this, I'm not sure if I can fit it in the stream. But one thing I'm gonna really struggle when it comes to this creation is like all the varied colours. So one thing particularly Draconequus is that they tend to have like different patches of like some part is feathers, some part is scales, etc., etc. And that involves like a lot of different colours on this. That's gonna be quite hard to translate. In fact, I just realised the tail is gonna be a nightmare. Ooh, that'd be fun. One sec. I think I may have just heard the door. One sec, guys. Okay, it was not the door, it was just, I think it was a cat. Oh. And there's feathers? Yeah, it does. When it comes to the larger size of land animals, horses do have the larger size. Huh. Oh, right. So does that mean then so horses have the largest eyes, but then tigers have the largest eyes to body ratio? Is that what you mean? That'd make a lot of sense. Yeah, like some species of horses are absolutely massive. They really are. Ah, that's what you meant. Ah, right, okay. That is interesting. I see. I have learned it. Yeah, like I said, I didn't mean to like discredit Sai there, but like I said, like I knew there's a lot of smaller creatures like tarsiers, which had big eyes. I was like, wait, what? Right, there we go. Let's put that in. Do like that. Big old feathery bit. Oh no, that actually looks really bad. Not even blue whale. That's a point. Mag and Sai are saying like for land animals, apparently the squid has the biggest eyes. So actually, that's a good question then. What about compared to the blue whale? I know the blue whale has small eyes compared to its body. I know that much. Right, delivery. 21 to 51. It's still the same time. Right, in that case then, friends, I am going to pop off now then to play it safe. I obviously don't want to miss it. And just so you're aware, the reason why I'm leaving instead of just, having a break is because it's a very, very large delivery and I get very tired afterwards carrying several kilos of stuff up and down the stairs. It's exhausting. So, I will be popping off then. I do want to crack on with this. I think I'll do like a video while I'm off then, that way I'm still working. You have no idea how big horses can get. Remember how I can't feel part of my leg because I got thrown off by one? Yeah, I know, man, but I've seen big horses. Like, I have been to farms and, like, things like cows. Cows are a lot bigger than you think they are. And there are some horses which are absolute monsters. They are kind of scary. They're very cool, though. Draconequus are entirely original to My Little Pony. Ah, right, I see. It's based on a Greek chimera. But the name Draconequus was entirely made up from that show stuff. Wow, right, Sai, thank you. That's actually really cool to know. And yeah, no, blue whales have small eyes compared to their body. Like the ratio is small, but in general, they're very large eyes, like in the grand scheme of animals. But yes, guys, I will catch you in a bit. Thank you very much for the company and for the fun and for the lessons. I always love learning about biology. And I will see you on Discord quite immediately. Yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. And again, thank you very, very much.